from Oracle Park in San Francisco. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the San Diego Padres taking on the San Francisco Giants. John Shambi with you alongside Chris Singleton. Singy, this might be my favorite ballpark in the game.
Just looking out over the bay, seeing the boats in the water. Beautiful ballpark, a great atmosphere. Don't get it twisted. San Francisco Giants fans, bring it.
First pitch coming your way next. And on the hill for the Giants, Adrian Hauser. What do we need to know here?
Obviously, there's a lot of pressure in this ball game, but important just to try to diffuse that. Take your deep breaths, step off the mound, do whatever you need to do to get yourself in a position. I wouldn't try to get all the strikeouts early. Get the defense involved in this ball game. See if they can get you through a few innings, and then find through.
All right, first pitch coming up. And the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr. And we are underway here in San Francisco. And that's outside. And that is ball one. Next offering is outside.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
Line to right center field. That's a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
He was all over that one. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Stepping in for San Diego, Jackson Merrill. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into right field. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
Batting third baseman.
Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
And now it's Manny Machado.
Off the plate, ball one.
The 1-0. Little chopper rolls foul. Grounder might be 2. Adames over to second, and that's 2.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Here's Ramon Laureano.
Yeah!
The 0-1. And that's in for a strike.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Just off the outside edge. Going to count 1 and 2. And a swing and a miss. And that's the 3rd out. And now we'll see what the Giants can do. No score. Back here in San Francisco. And on the mound for San Diego in this one, Joe Musgrove. What do you have on him, Singy?
Obviously, there's a lot of pressure in this ball game, but important just to try to diffuse that. Take your deep breaths, step off the mound, do whatever you need to do to get yourself in a position. I wouldn't try to get all the strikeouts early. Get the defense involved in this ball game. See if they can get you through a few innings, and then find that groove.
To the right side, and that chance handled. He'll do it himself. 1 pitch and 1 out. Now we take a peek at the Giants lineup. With an excellent arm on the mound, Singy, this won't be easy. They'll need to take advantage of the opportunities that they do have.
You're right about that, Boog. Odds are they won't have many chances against this guy, but if they can rattle him out of the gates, they'll have a shot. If not, look out. It might be a long day for this offense.
Willie Adames stands in.
Nope, outside. Ball, that's inside.
Now
Ball,
3-0. Yeah, that's fouled off. The 3-1. And a swing and a miss there.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's the second out. Here's Rafael Devers. Devers, the baby-faced assassin.
That's outside.
And
That's
another ball.
2-0 count, great hitter at the dish. If you're going to miss, you've got to miss outside the zone. You miss inside the strike zone, you'll be asking the umpire for a new baseball.
On the ground, right side. Sends it to first, and that is that. Giants are down 1-2-3. We played an inning, no score. Back here at Oracle Park. So digging in now for San Diego, Gavin Sheets. That one almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
That's
Ball,
outside.
that's out.
And that's ball 2. Carl Dixon working the plate in this one.
You know, we often hear and talk about umpires being a pitcher's umpire, but Boog Dixon maybe a little bit more hitter friendly than most. He's kind of tight on the corners, so we'll see if that comes into play at all in this one.
Tosses to first and quickly one away in the second. Here's Bogarts now. That one
outside,
misses.
that's a ball.
Ball 1.
He
That's
hasn't
ball
wanted to
2.
challenge him both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
Up and
That's ball
in.
3.
Ball 3. That's through there for a strike. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. 2 up, 2 down.
Batting 7th, second baseman.
Now here's Jake Cronenworth. And that one hammered. Carrying well. Gone and to the deepest part of the park. He flexes his power with that swing. The Padres score first. It's 1-0.
First pitch hacking, and it paid off for him in a big way. A hard sinker can be a pretty tough pitch because of the late life and movement, but somehow he got the barrel to that pitch, stayed through it. Really nice job of staying on the backside until it was time to transfer that weight, and a really nice home run.
So 2 down. Nick Castellanos at the plate now. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2. Next pitch is downstairs. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this solo shot. It's now 1-0. This is NL West action on MLB The Show. Bottom of the second. Here's a cleanup hitter for the Giants, Matt Chapman.
Ball upstairs.
And another ball. Musgrove, a former All-Star, 33 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2011.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
The 2-1.
Nope, that's a ball.
Missed. This one popped up. Bogarts settles under this one. Takes it in for the out.
Batting fifth, right fielder, Jung-Hoo Lee.
And up next for San Francisco, Jung-Hoo Lee.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
And that's outside.
Outside. Aye.
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. And that quickly 2 away.
Batting sixth, center fielder, Harrison Bader.
So here's Bader now. And there's a ball.
Hey.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Laureano on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that'll do it. No runs, no hits, no errors. We head on now to the top of the third. It's the Padres 1 and the Giants nothing. You're watching San Francisco Giants baseball on the show NorCal. New inning getting started. Stepping in for San Diego, Freddie Fermin. Check swing, but he went too far. Strike one. Little dribbler up along third, but it kicks foul. And now 1 and 2. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Bader makes a nice grab and a full sprint.
Up next for the Padres.
So the San Diego batting order turns over. Now it's Fernando Tatis Jr. He's 1 for 1, led off the game with a single. Nowadays, with advanced metrics and increased use of moving the infielders around, defense isn't necessarily about making errors. Are you able to get to the ball? Are you able to position fielders where hitters hit the ball, but within the new shift rules? 2-0 to count. Here it comes. Just missed.
And an area that goes unnoticed is the coach that's responsible for positioning, and then the research person that's providing the information. So what we're seeing in baseball, so many more people behind the scenes that are contributing to the success between the lines.
That one finds the corner. Full count now. Tatis wants another look at the called strike. It's a challenge. And after review, it was a ball. Good eye. So they've still got both their challenges. One out man at first. Here's the center fielder, Jackson Merrill. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Runner takes off. There's a ball.
Inside.
Throw to second. Save.
Really nice swipe of second right there. He knew he had to get a really good jump on the pitcher, because that catcher can make up some time, man. Such a good catch and throw guy behind the dish. Nice job right there, but he just beat it.
One out and a runner at second. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Tatis dives back in.
Safe.
The 1-0.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger, and perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at bat to hit.
The 1-1.
Ball 2.
1 out and a runner at second. That missed by a lot. And now it's 3-2. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Here comes Tatis around third. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 2.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
Now Machado up here.
Hey!
On the ground right
No,
side.
that's foul.
And that's just foul. That one outside. And it's 1-2. Ripped to right. And there's 2 away.
For the Padres, left fielder Ramon
Laureano comes up to hit. Struck out swinging his first time.
They seem to be struggling reading these breaking pitches. They're landing for strikes, so if they can start to track those pitches sooner out of the hand, they'll have a chance to drive a few.
Merrill, the runner at first with 2 gone. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. just
That's a ball.
missed.
Really good slider. He's up there just hoping that it ends up off the plate away.
Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. And no shot to get him at first. There's 2 aboard.
I think he got a little casual on that play and took it for granted a little bit. So maybe just as much of a mental mistake as a physical one. And with 2 outs, that's a tough one to swallow for the entire defense.
First and second, 2 outs. Sheets, the next to hit. He's 0 for 1. Jackknifes out of the way.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Rolled over to third.
That
and
ball's
foul ball. Two on, 2 outs. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Here's a 2-2. And that just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And a payoff pitch. Swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. Run comes in from second. Now the throw comes in. Runner holds it third.
Comes through with the RBI. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
It's Xander Bogaerts now. Flying to left his first time. In there for strike 1. Swings through that one out in front that time.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
Hit in the air, center field. And that is that. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Padres 3 and the Giants nothing. This is Giants baseball on the show NorCal. Back here in San Francisco, and digging in for San Francisco, Elliot Ramos.
And you can throw that big curve on the inside part of the plate. Very difficult pitch for the hitter to get on plane with. You can have a lot of success if you can pitch in that location.
Curveball drops in there.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
And that's a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
Stepping in, Bryce Eldridge. That one not close. Ball 1.
Inside, ball 2. Ball 3.
In the dirt. Right through there for a strike. So a walk puts runners at first and second. First and second, no outs. Bailey digs in now. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Catcher challenge. Will take another look. And it's a called strike after the review. They'll keep both their challenges. Here's 0-1. He swings and hits a fly ball. Center field. Base hit into the outfield. The run comes in from second. It's an RBI single, and they cut the lead to 2.
Well done. Narrows the deficit with the RBI there. These days, most outfielders play pretty deep, and I'm not sure if that was a factor there or not, but off the bat, you're thinking it's going to be a pop out, and it just kind of nestled into that spot where no one was able to get to it.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Giants lineup. Luis Ariz stands in. That one lifted to left. 1 away.
Up next for the Giants, shortstop Willie Adames.
2 aboard with 1 out. At the plate, Willie Adames. He was a strikeout victim his first time.
In this situation with runners on, you've got to get ahead in the count so that you can dictate the rest of the at-bat. Nice job right there.
Traffic on the bases with 1 already in here in the last half of the third. The shortstop takes a ball.
Way to lay off that pitch down. He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out.
Now batting, first baseman Rafael.
And here is Devers. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
In the dirt, and the count 1-2. And this is inside. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. 2 on, 2 outs. Got him looking. Good job at damage control right there. So they pick up 1 run on the RBI single, and this is now a 3-1 ball game. Start of the 4th, stepping in for San Diego, Jake Cronenworth. Oh, look at the stop to first, and they get the out.
Up next for the Padres, the designated hitter, Nick Castellanos.
Here's Nicholas Castellanos. Struck out swinging his first time. In the air, left field, and it looks like trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. Not stopping, he's going for 3. In there safely.
Now batting, catcher Freddie.
Clearly that was a solid double all the way. Nice swing of the bat right there, but that just can't happen on defense. Getting the ball back into the infield. You've got to make a decent throw your infielders can handle. Just gave him an extra 90 feet for free.
1 down, runner at third. Fermin, the next up for the Padres. Fly to center his first time. Took a swing, and he went. That's strike 1. Little trouble with this one behind the plate, and it's a ball and a strike as the runner holds. And there's a foul ball. The 1-2. And he hits a ground ball right side. That's a base hit as a run scores.
Picks himself up an RBI. To me, it's just a really controlled, balanced swing. He wasn't trying to do too much with it. Just stayed disciplined, got the barrel to the ball, and put it in play.
So the batting order turns over. Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here. There goes the runner. On the ground. He steps on the bag. Nice job to recover from the offline throw.
Now batting, the center fielder, Jackson Merrill.
Next for the Padres, Jackson Merrill.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
That's to third. Slings to first. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now 4-1. This is NL West action on MLB The Show. Back here at Oracle Park, here's a cleanup hitter for the Giants, Matt Chapman.
All these Giants showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up one run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Fair ball. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
That play looks routine defensively, but with all of the little nooks, it can get real tricky down in the corner. Kept it to a long single. Nice defensive play.
So digging in, Jung-Hoo Lee.
That's a ball. Hey!
Chapman on at first, nobody out. On the ground, a second, might be two. On to Bogarts. On to first in time. Double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Base is empty after the double play. Bader will hit next. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a foul out of play. Oh, 0-2 now.
He's mixing his pitches really well. Late on that fastball after seeing the changeup. See if he can elevate one. I think if he does, he'll get the swing and miss.
Gets a piece and stays alive. That's a little bit low. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
5 foul balls in this at bat so far, and these two are going head to head. You can see the crowd. They're starting to get into it a little bit more and more each pitch.
Oh, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. Giants go down quietly, and this is still a 4-1 ball game. We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the fifth. Trevor McDonald.
Well, at this point of the ball game, we're talking about middle innings, and we need a little length out of this arm coming out of the bullpen. We'll see just how many outs he's able to give his skipper.
Here's Machado. Liner, and that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and ripped it into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Laureano getting ready to hit. Throw to third, and he's out easily.
Well, you want to see guys aggressive out there on the base paths, but you also want to see them far away that ball was. So that's the case. You got to shut it down. He gets caught stealing there, takes himself out of scoring position.
And the 1-0. Signs of movement in the Giants bullpen. Matt Gage, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Henches getting cranked up as well. Ball to strike. The pitch. Now this one's crushed down the line. Hooking. Foul ball.
Clearly hoping he could get a swing and miss on that, but doesn't fool the hitter with that breaking ball. Nice job. Just couldn't keep it fair.
And a 1-2. And that skips in the dirt. Back up the middle and a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Now batting, first baseman Gavin Sheets.
Here's Gavin Sheets now, left-hand bat.
Hey!
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
0-1 now. That one ran inside, almost got him. Man at first, 1 away. McDonald, in his rookie season, he throws a curveball, a sinker, a changeup. Laureano on the move.
Oh, that's it.
Pitch misses. Throw to second, bounces out at second.
You know, sometimes a throw that bounces into second base can be just as good as a perfect throw in the air. Almost a little bit easier to handle at second base. For me, that caught stealing right there was all about a really poor jump off first. Just didn't time it well, and he was toast after that.
Just
no, that's
missed.
down.
McDonald thought that was a strike, and here's the challenge. So the call stands. No challenges left for them now. Two down, nobody on. Ground ball right side, it squirts through. And Xander Bogaerts with a chance to make an impact with 2 away.
Now batting, shortstop Xander
And here comes
Bogaerts.
Xander Bogaerts. The 1-0. And it stays fair. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. Lead runner gets the stop sign at third. It's a 2-out double, second and third now.
Now batting, second baseman
They
Jake
really
Cronenworth.
turned on that one, and as it hooked down the line, it was hard to tell if it would stay fair, but it just barely sneaked in there.
So up next, Jake Cronenworth. He's already homered in this game. Out towards right center field. He's got it. And that is that. Padres leave a pair as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. We head to the bottom of the 5th, and digging in for San Francisco, Elliot Ramos. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Double-barreled action in the bullpen for San Diego. Bradley Rodriguez, the rookie right-hander, is getting loose. Marinaccio warming up as well. And a foul ball. Swings through that one for strike 2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I'd call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
Eldridge takes a ball as he stands in for the 2nd time.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Makes the catch now for the 2nd out. Bailey. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's the catcher, Patrick Bailey. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. There's a strike.
Ball.
That one finds the zone. Now 1-2.
A 1-2 count. All he's seen is fastballs. You've got to expect something off speed. Stay back.
Missed inside with the curve. Got him swinging for the strikeout. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. Nothing doing there for San Francisco. And they trail it 4-1. Back in the ballpark, let's take a look at some of the moments that stand out to us. So now here's the DH, Nick Castellanos.
Designated hitter, Nick Castellanos.
And that drops in for a strike. Action in the San Francisco bullpen. Spencer Bivens, the right-handed sinker baller. He looks to be readying himself. Next offering is downstairs. To third. Chapman over to first in time. Now 1 gone in the top of the 6th.
Now batting, catcher Freddie Fermin.
So digging in, Freddie Fermin. This is a guy you got to keep an eye on when he digs in. Definitely been known to drop a drag bunt from time to time, and he's pretty good at it, Chris.
Yeah.
Oh, this pitch rides in too far. That got him.
Up next for the Padres, right fielder.
So back to the top of the order, and now the right fielder, Fernando Tatis Jr. Fermin leads off first with 1 away. Outside with a breaking ball.
Last 2 pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, you're going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. And a foul ball. Makes the count 2-1. Tap foul at the plate. Here's the 2-2. Ground ball left side, could be 2. Arias has it for 1. On to first, double play. Offense held in check there. Top of the order due up in the home half of the sixth. It's the Padres 4 and the Giants 1. You're watching San Francisco Giants baseball on the show NorCal. Back now for the bottom of the sixth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Bradley Rodriguez.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
Swinging a foul straight back.
Ball one.
Bullpen action for the Padres. Jeremiah Estrada, a right-hander with big strikeout stuff, is getting it fired up. Morejon, the power lefty, up as well. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Up the middle. And it finds its way through for a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Now it's going to be Willie Adames. That clips the corner.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
And that's it for a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
The shortstop takes the ball. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. One and 2 here. Battling here as he fouls it away. Got him looking. Called strike 3 on a fastball up in the zone.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
One out man at first. Rafael Devers up to hit.
Ball.
The 1-0.
No, he's really working him away, this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. On to Bogarts. What a double play that was. Inning over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We're through 6 full. It's the Padres 4 and the Giants 1. This is NL West action on MLB The Show. Back here in San Francisco, their offense has produced a lot of hits so far, as we see from the spray chart.
Yeah, it looks like they've been spreading it out pretty well in this one, Boog. Spraying the ball all over the yard. Good team effort at the dish.
Merrill leading things off and takes a strike. Swing and a ball popped in the air, and that's a fair ball. And a good start to the inning.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Just a bloop hit behind third right there, and that's a really tough play for a third baseman or shortstop to get to, and the same for the left fielder. So he just found a perfect place to drop that one in right there.
Here's Manny Machado, 1 for 3. Now this one gets away from the catcher. Throws to second. Not going to get him. He's in there. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance.
Can't imagine he's too happy with that one on the mound. Just one pitch after giving up the single, he basically turns it into a double.
Man at second.
That's ball 2.
And that one clips the corner. Pitch misses there, and now 3-1.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
And a 3-1 on the way. And a big swing and a miss. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Take your base.
Now batting, left fielder, Ramon Laureano.
First and second, no outs. Laureano, the next up for the Padres.
Really nice swing in his last at bat. Shot a line drive into center field. Maybe losing command a little bit after the walk. Next pitch, not even close.
Can't glove it cleanly. And everyone's safe. They're loaded.
Fielder got a piece of it, but the way that thing came off the bat, no surprise at all. He couldn't pick it cleanly. It's a very difficult play, and that swing definitely was deserving of a hit. Now the base is loaded. Big opportunity for them to break this game open.
And here is Gavin Sheets. Hit hard but foul off to the left. Swung on, belted. That one carrying. It's gone. Grand slam. All muscle to center field. And they tack on to their lead. It's 8-1.
And that shot makes their grip on the lead even tighter. Well, he comes through big time with the grand slam here, but you also got to give some credit to the guys ahead of him. Good at bats to get on base and really set the table for a very special moment in this one.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Trevor McDonald done for the night, and unfortunately he didn't get much help behind him defensively. New arm coming in. We'll be back. Sam Hentges on the pitch here.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Here's Xander Bogaerts. The
That's
shortstop takes the ball. 4 runs already in the frame here in the top half of inning number 7.
Ball, that's out.
Line drive, base hit.
Now batting, second baseman, Jake.
Nice line drive to pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
And now here is Jake Cronenworth. And that's in for a strike. 0-1. Now he kicks away from the catcher. No advance, though. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out.
Back-to-back singles. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch. Just shot it through the infield.
Next is the designated hitter, Nick Castellanos. Swings through that one for strike one. No outs. Runners at first and second. Up the middle. There's one. And two. What a play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Next, it's the catcher for the Padres, Freddie Fermin. Runner at third, 2 away. That's outside.
Ball, that pitch is out.
That's ball 2. Next offering upstairs.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Here's a strike, 95 of that one. Bogarts on third with 2 out. Payoff pitch. Struck him out swinging. Inning ends, and that stops the bleeding. San Diego goes big with the grand slam. It's now 8-1. This is Giants baseball on the show NorCal. This game's a bit of a blowout, Siggy. Let's talk about something random.
Let's do it.
All right, Siggy, we've been in all the press boxes. You got best press box food.
I'd say press box food because
Ball
of
one.
the ice cream. We have to go Philadelphia.
Yeah. Shout out to our guy Frank.
Yes. New York for me is pretty good. Yankees?
Yeah, solid.
Yeah.
Chapman gets a piece there.
As far as ballpark food, one of my favorite places is San Francisco.
Garlic fries, yo.
Garlic fries, and you got the lobster roll out there in the outfield if you want to make the walk all the way out there.
It's great, though, broadcasting a game with that zoo breath where you could just, I mean, absolutely levitate some people with your breath. Now, here is Jung-Hoo Lee. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. And foul ball.
What do we got? The crab fries in Philadelphia, is that right?
Yep, and then
it's been a long time for me.
Boog's Barbecue at Oriole Park.
I knew you'd go there.
That's right.
Yeah. Anyway, you can work in your name, huh?
That's right. Here's a 1-1. And it's fouled away.
Boog, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly, he had him fooled.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Bradley Rodriguez gives way, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break. Ron Marinaccio gets handed the rock out of the pen.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
2 down, bases empty, and now Harrison Bader. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Sends it over to Sheets, and that's the 3rd out. Giants down in order. It's still an 8-1 ball game. We go to the 8th. Up now the Padre leadoff man, Fernando Tatis Jr.
Aye.
Henches,
Ball 1.
a 6'6" southpaw, 29 years old, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2014. Swing and a miss, struck him out. 1 away.
Man, he got a real good pitch to hit right there with 2 strikes. You cannot miss that. Not a great slider at all. And I tell you what, that's where you've got to do damage. He looked like he was on time getting the bat through the zone, but he just caught air.
Merrill, the next to hit, takes outside. The Padres up big in this one, and we're in the top of the 8th. Out towards right center field. Lee on the move. Pulls it down, and they're 2 away. Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Sam Henches out of the game. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. JT Brubaker into the game. He's into the game with the bases empty. Here comes Manny Machado.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
First pitch just misses.
Hey! Ball 2.
Right through there for a strike. Ground ball left side, and it goes just foul. Pitch misses, and it's 3-2. And he boots it. But in time, nice job to stay with it to end the inning. It's the Padres 8 and the Giants 1. Back here at Oracle Park, on to the bottom of the 8th. Here's Elliot Ramos. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That's back. And it's out of here into the arcade section for a home run. A solo shot. And they cut into the lead.
A fastball might be the most satisfying pitch to hit a home run, and he did it with the pitch outside the zone. Impressive. his bat looks like it's in the zone for such a long time, and that gives him the ability to get barrel on it and hit the ball out to any part of the park.
So up next, Bryce Eldridge.
Hey!
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. In the air to left center, Laureano drifts towards it, and there's one down. So digging in, Patrick Bailey. This is a guy who's in the lineup first and foremost because of what he contributes defensively, Chris. And when you talk about preventing runs from being scored, this guy is a big contributor. This one in the air center field, and there's 2 down.
Up next for the Giants, second baseman.
Back to the top of the order now. Now it's the Giants leadoff hitter, Luis Arias. That one pushed to the left and foul. And that's downstairs. And 1-1. Now he breaks his bat. That is the inning. It's a run for the Giants on the solo blast. And this is now an 8-2 ball game. This is NL West action on MLB The Show. All set to start the 9th in this one. Here's the cleanup hitter for the Padres, Ramon Laureano. That's in there. Movement in the bullpen. Matt Gage, the left-hander, is getting that big fastball of his ready to go. The 0-1. And a breaking ball misses outside. Rip towards third. On to first. And they get the leadoff man in the 9th.
For the Padres, first baseman Gavin Sheets.
So up next, Gavin Sheets. He's already homered here in this one. Gloves it on the dive, throw to first, and that's a great play for the out.
Great cat-like reflexes right there. Lays out, knocks the ball down, and then fires with that rocket arm all the way across the diamond. Man, put this guy in the mound.
Two outs, base is empty. Now it's the shortstop, Xander Bogaerts.
Nope, inside, ball 2.
And
Ball that's
ball.
outside.
Right down to shoot, strike 1. This to third. Whips it across, and that's the inning. Padres go down quietly. They lead at 8-2. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the 9th, David Morgan.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
And digging in for San Francisco, Willie Adames. 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts.
Not what he's looking for there in the 0-0 count. Looks like he wants the ball down in the zone.
That misses, and that's ball 1.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
Ball 2.
But can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters, even if you give up a solo shot.
That one fouled off. Way high.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
The other way, and that's just foul. Three and 2. Payoff pitch. High fly ball out towards left center. Laureano has a beat on it. He's got it. 1 down.
Now batting, the first baseman, Rafael Devers.
And it's Rafael Devers in the box. 0 for 3 in this one.
That's a ball.
After that fastball's in, that last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. Here's a 1-2. And a ground ball to first, and foul ball. High fly ball down the left field line. Back there. And that one's gone into the bleachers. So he lasts one out the other way. And they're chipping away. It's 8-3. These fans are really excited right now.
That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
Now Matt Chapman at the plate. And there's a fly ball deep right field. Tatis going back. Makes the catch up against the wall.
Man, Boog, I love watching an outfielder take on the wall and make that play. And it's a lot easier to watch from up here because that can be painful in the end. You know the wall's that catch and hold onto it after contact.
Two down, nobody on. Fouled off left side. Morgan is just one strike away.
Oh, that's up there.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
The 1-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. The 1-2. And that one missing low.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches.
cut on and miss, struck him out, and that's the ball game.
Sometimes road trips can be tough. You're away from your family, but when you can win, silence that opposing crowd, it makes things just a little bit better, makes the road trip just a little bit shorter.
8-3 the final in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.